friends. Welcome to What You Don't See, the podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about how each one of us prepares for the new year. So, what are some must activities that we have to do prior to 2025?
I'm one of those people who doesn't make New Year's resolutions because I feel like it's so much pressure. Like, I don't need more pressure on myself, you know? Like, there's all this pressure to, like, do all these things. And so I'm one of those people, if I want to make a change, I don't wait till the new year. I'll make the change now or tomorrow.
Exactly,
you know what I mean? But I know a lot of people do like to make New Year's resolutions. So what are y'all's?
I also have, I do have like a set of goals that I put myself every year. I try to keep it to 10 to 15 that I write down. Like, this is like, I have to accomplish this. I know, but I've done it before. And it's like, don't think it's like, I mean,
lose 20 pounds.
Yeah, like it's not crazy stuff. Yeah, it's simple stuff like exercise more, lose certain amount of pounds, enhance certain relationships, and then specific goals. Like, for example, one time I wanted a food truck. I wanted to save like 20K, just like certain specific goals.
That's cool.
And that helps me stay afloat. Like, okay, I haven't done this yet. So what is it that I need to do to accomplish this? It helps me at least have a little more planned out year.
Yeah, like more organized.
A little more
all
organized.
Personalities are a little different. I think some personalities require, to have those goal settings right in the beginning of the year because they have vision for the rest of what the year is going to look like. And some are like you said, if I decide I'm going to do something, I just do it at that moment.
Yeah.
So I think we're all just a little different. I like to do a vision board just of what I want to continue to project to see.
Yes.
Not necessarily goals of a certain type. But I think now I want to put a little bit more mindset behind the goal. Like I want to do save next year so much into a certain account. And, just because of the way financial stuff has been going, I just feel like we need to start saving some more.
Yes.
Just to be prepared.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's my goal, is to save more money this year.
Yeah.
Because I could see where I want to be at the end of next year because I'm going to turn 50. So my goal is to get there. And I don't really set a lot of New Year's resolutions as well. But I do go into the new year with a clean mindset, like clean slate.
Yeah.
So this year, everything that happened last year, it's not going to affect me this coming year, and I'm going into it stronger. So I don't have goals or New Year's. I used to set the New Year's resolutions. I'm not going to do this. And I would always disappoint myself. And I'm not going to disappoint myself no more.
I think that also happens to a lot of people. Like they don't like to set themselves for, failure. Yeah, exactly. What I really like to do, and this is like a personal ritual that I do every single year, is I write down everything that no longer serves me or things that I want to release and let go, and do like a little fire ritual. I write it down, and it's like I want to release certain things, right?
Like what? What's an example?
For example, procrastination. Like, I need to be able to move a little bit faster than I did before. Or I think like I procrastinate a lot. It's like, I'm going to do it just because I know that I can get the task done when it needs to get done. But that doesn't mean that I have to put a lot of pressure on myself 2-3 days prior to, the assignment. Maybe now I can take 2 or 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Planning it, arranging it, so that way I'm not too stressed by the time the assignment, I have to get it done.
I think on my personality, I think my procrastination makes me get things done just because if I have 2 weeks, I'm like, la, 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 la. Like, I have to be super busy to be massively productive because if you give me too much free time, I'm like, I'm bored.
What do I do? Yeah.
Like, I'm bored. Like, I can't. I've got to get shit done. So then I get it done.
That happens to me, and that's why I have to have like a list of things that I know I have to get done, like for next year. And normally if I write it down and I don't get obsessed about it, because that's how I feel like the more obsessed you get about things, the farther away they get away from you.
Yeah.
So I try to just write it down, not become too obsessed about it, look at it every now and then, like, okay, I already got this done, check. And like I said, it's not like crazy things. It's like things that I know I'm gonna accomplish. So then I don't think I'm a failure. Like, oh man, you didn't do anything.
Well, like I do vision boards with my daughters. I just do like what we want to see for happiness, like what's
So-
making them happy.
How do you do your vision board?
So we just get out a bunch of magazines with a lot of different words that we cut out, words that mean something to them. And then we find a word that they want to focus on for the whole year.
Okay,
Like, I want to
yes.
be determined, or I want to be happy, I want to be free. You know what I mean? And they find like something that's going to be meaningful for them, and then we go throughout the whole year. Are you being happy? Are you being
Oh, I like
productive?
that.
You know, those little things like that. And so we started doing that a couple years ago. And it's not like we do it or we think about it all the time, but I do put mine up at work, and then I'll just look at it and I'll be like, you said you wanted to spend more time with the family. You know, it's time to go home. I even bought a
It's
little
time to go
watch
home.
Yeah.
that says "Spend time with family." That's the most meaningful time.
Maybe
in
it
your
could
life.
also be a good time to do the goal wheel that we always do, and like see what stage in your life you're in,
What's
or what is it
that?
that you want to change.
What is-
what is
yeah.
it? What is it called? The wheel of.
It's the wheel of life.
Of life,
and
yes.
it talks about 8 or 10. It just depends on which wheel you use. But it talks about spirituality. It talks about financial. It talks about health. It talks
Family.
about family. It talks about
Relationships,
friendships. It talks about your
Career.
work and your career. And so you shade out how your year was, so that you can see where you're lacking, so that you can work on it for the next year. And it gives you like questions to ask yourself, like, okay, I always thought I was really strong with my family, but then, you know, my daughters say something and I'm like, oh man, I need to work better to be a better mom, you know? So then those are little things that, okay, maybe I'm not a 5, maybe I'm a 3, you know? And then so next year, what are my goals to spend more time with my family? Like putting them in my calendar to go have lunch at school. I would just be like, if I can make it, I can make it.
Yeah.
But
Now
now
it needs to be in there.
it has to be
Yeah.
in my calendar, or I'm never going to make it,
Yeah.
right? Because I'm
That is true.
always going to have an excuse.
Yeah.
So little things like that. That's what a life wheel is.
That's interesting. I've never done
never
one
heard
before.
of
we
it.
should,
should
maybe
do
we can
one.
post
Do
it, or
one.
we should do one.
We
yeah.
can post. We'll post
I've
it
never
up.
done a
Maybe
vision
we can.
board
Oh,
either.
we can. You can also do it for the dinner. That would be something like
That, yeah,
just
that,
a little.
we try to normally do one
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, a life wheel.
Y'all should have a workshop, because I've never done a vision board, and I've never even heard of
You've
this.
never done a vision
I've
board?
never done.
me.
Let me get
We're
my phone
gonna
real quick.
do
Let me
one.
show y'all.
Yes.
Wait, you have one with you?
No, let me show you what I do. I do have one like on my
Oh,
phone.
I thought you were gonna go grab your
No,
vision
like-
board. I was like, oh my god.
It's in,
Imagine right
it's in
now,
my car.
That's really special.
I got one. No, okay. So for example, this is what I have on my phone, and I did it on Canva, right? So that's the car that I want. 10K followers. I want to travel. That's me,
Oh,
like
cool. You
having
keep it,
fun.
like, on your
I keep it on my phone, so I know what I'm working for.
That's really.
I
know?
love that.
And that's me in the car.
Is that really you in the car?
This is it. Hey.
Oh, you want a new car?
Yeah, yeah.
I need
I
a
love
car.
it.
And that's Albert in
Super
the
cool.
in the Mercedes van up here.
That is hilarious.
So, yeah, like this is, I have it on my phone all year long, so I know like, okay, these are my goals, this is what I'm working for. I don't obsess over it, I just know what I want, you know? So
Right.
it's easier for me because I do procrastinate, and I feel I have ADHD. I self-diagnose myself.
no,
Like,
I'm the same. I'm the
I'm
same.
ADHD.
so
Self-diagnosed.
that helps me, planning out helps me stay like on track. Because
Yeah.
if I don't, like you say, if I have a lot of time off, if there's nothing on the planner, if there's nothing in the I mean, I've had months where I'm like, what the heck did I do this month? Like, I don't have anything planned out or written down, even though I did a bunch of things. So for me, it's very important to write everything down and have like a set schedule. Like on my phone, I have alarms like every hour, like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. You do this, and this, or else I'll get lost very easily.
I think for me, I don't mean for this to sound like a flex or a brag, but I feel like my goals are always to do less, because I feel like I'm doing too much all
Oh,
the
yeah.
time. Like I'm
Yeah.
always like, oh, let's try this new project, let's do this, or like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, my New Year's resolution needs to be like relax. You know what I mean?
That's your word. That's your
Control
word.
your calendar.
Yeah. And
Sarah
like,
and I were just talking about that.
Like,
we
just-
want to be bored.
I know.
I wanna
think
be bored at
I want to
home.
be bored.
I've been yes, no.
I wanna be bored at
I used to be like doing something every single day, every single hour, every single moment, and I feel like I've relaxed for like since COVID. I was like, no, I'm not doing this again. Like, I need to relax. I need to come back to myself. I need to like chill. And I love it. And now it's really hard for me to do things because I really like the peace that
Really?
I've gained.
It's hard for me to not do things.
Well, you talked to me earlier, right before we started, and you said, what happened here? I broke my wrist, and the reason I broke my wrist was because I used to get up at 5, work out, 6 o'clock, take the kids. I have to get the kids ready, get the breakfast, get the lunch, get stuff ready, send my husband off.
So much.
Get to the office by 7:30, like, I would just I
Yeah.
was constantly killing myself. Get home.
Yeah.
I'd be so frustrated. I'd walk in the door. It was just so much. I was at home. I was frustrated. I was already frustrated for the end of the day. And I was putting stuff up, and the stair thing that I was standing on fell and broke, and I fell, and I broke my wrist. And I had to sit for 3 days like this because I couldn't do surgery because the swelling had to go down.
Oh my God.
So then I sat on my bed like this with it throbbing, and I could do nothing. And then my kids had to help with the dishes, do these things, fold the laundry, right? And my husband had to do a little bit. Everybody in the house had to step up. And then I realized I don't have to do it all.
That happens to me
And
all the
so
time.
it's so important as women, and this is because I was older when this happened to me, but you guys are younger. As women, you don't have to do it all, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Like I've heard a
Yes.
lot of women say, well, I like to clean because I don't like the way anybody cleans. Well,
Yeah.
you know what? It's a fucking toilet. It's a freaking toilet.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be perfect. You
Right.
don't have to clean it.
Yes.
Hire somebody to come in twice a week, clean your house, have that peace. Now I take an hour and a half in the morning, and I drink my coffee from my bed. I watch Good Morning America, catch up just a little, get ready, go to work. I'm in a happier mode. I'm not
So you don't work out
rushing.
anymore.
I do, but it's not like I have to get up at 5 because
Yeah,
I have to get up at
no.
6
No, I can't do that.
to do that.
No.
So now if I have time between 7 to 8, I do it. If I don't have time, if I have time at 5 to 6, I do it. If I don't have time, I don't. But I only try 3 times a week. I don't kill myself like, oh my God, it has to be so consistent, because my life is inconsistent, and I have to be okay with that.
I'm a high believer that your body speaks to you. So that was literally your body like, sit down, girl.
Yeah.
Like you're doing
yeah.
too much. So that started happening to me with my arm, and like I have like a popping sound. I can hear it, and that wouldn't happen before. So it's me like chopping and doing and cleaning and mopping and this and
Your hand.
and I'm so tired, So now I let my husband wash the dishes, even though I don't like it because you could see the little grease.
Why
and
don't you
stuff.
hire a housekeeper?
No, but now, yes. So now I'm working with someone. I'm going to ask the lady that's helping me now at Maria Cruz, because I used to get in there, like you said, 5 a.m., clean the shop, do the toilets, clean the kitchen. Like, it was so much work. And I was
It's
like,
a
man,
lot of
like,
work.
my mom finally came through and she was like, hey, I have this lady that is helping me twice a week. Do you need anybody to help you at Maria Cruz? I'm like, hell yeah, I need help. Like, I do need the help.
Yeah.
Now I'm open to accepting help.
Yes.
Open to help.
Open to help. That's another thing that I need to look forward more into this year, because before it's like I'm a freaking perfectionist. Like
I have to do it.
I have to do it because I know I'm gonna do it right. But it's like a belief system that is making me sick, that is making me frustrated, that's making me like not love what I do anymore, because it's just so much work. So now I'm like, no, I'm gonna hire more people. I'm gonna split the job. I'm just here. I just go to Maria Cruz now like twice a week. That I'm there all
You don't
day.
have to kill yourself.
I don't have to kill myself. And that's another thing. I think it's like an old belief system that I had. Like, in order to receive more abundance, I have to work harder. And now,
Opposite.
just
It's the
like
opposite.
Yes.
just like you, I'm like, no, girl. I know I can relax and I can receive, because
Yes.
now I'm open to receive without having to struggle, without having to exhaust myself, without having to be on the go, go, go. Because to me now, I also realize being on the go, go, go is like I'm on survival mode.
Yeah.
Being on survival mode, it's like you're always on the go time, and then it's really hard for you to relax because you're so used to that, like, stress.
I think that's,
You're
make
used to
We
yourself
the
thrive.
stress.
We thrive with that stress.
I think that's one of the biggest myths in our like American culture is like you have to work, you have to suffer,
Right,
you have
right.
to like
Yeah,
pay your dues to be successful,
get
blah
ahead.
blah blah. And
Not after crypto. Just kidding.
oh gosh, I don't understand all that stuff, but I know you post a lot about it. But anyway,
Yeah.
once I began my spiritual journey, I started listening to like Abraham Hicks, Wayne Dyer, and I learned that actually no, the more you relax into your
Yes.
abundance,
The more you're
and
open to receiving.
you get into the receiving mode, and more things just start coming to you. And it's so weird. It's like you're not even looking for it. You're just
Yeah.
relaxed. You're like, it'll come to me when it's
But
meant
because
to
you're
be.
open to,
Yes.
you're not like so stressed that the vibe hits you
Yeah.
and bounces right off.
Because
your
once-
vibe is like,
Yes.
Once again, you're not obsessing over something. You're just relaxed because you know it's already yours.
Yes.
Like you're ready to receive. So it's just a matter of time. Just get into alignment with what it is that you want to get, and then boom, things just start pouring into your life. So
I'm not
that's what I've
obsessing
learned
anymore.
since COVID. I'm like, no, I can't do this anymore. I'm literally like making myself ill every single, like I hadn't gotten so ill in such a long time, and I'm a super healthy person, and it was like every freaking month, headaches, earaches, arm ache, like shoulder, back, like everything's just like, dude, no, stop, right? Relax, chill, receive, and it works.
So one more thing, you talked about cleansing. Tell us a little bit more about what it means to cleanse. Like,
Okay,
Yes,
so
that's what I
definitely energy wise, right? Everything is energy. So to me, clutter in your house, get rid of all the clutter that you have. I went through my closet, like I was telling y'all, and I realized I have a bunch of like stuff that I don't need. I started trying on things like I'm never gonna wear this. Like, why do I still have it in my closet from like 5 years ago? Ever since I moved out of my house, I still have stuff in my closet. And I was like, no, like I need to cleanse it out, and it feels so good. Like after you start cleaning and organizing, and you know where everything is at. But also energetically. So before the new year starts, I like to sage my house, light a white candle to like, you know, clear spaces, attract abundance, all of that. I like to open windows, open doors,
open windows.
clean. When I clean backwards, forward. So the last room in the house towards the door, you know, because you're
getting everything out.
Kind of like a
you're
lymphatic
cleansing
massage.
everything out. Yes, exactly. You're clearing everything out and out the front door, right? So always make sure that your front door is clean, especially for the new year. The entrance of your doorway, open the windows, light the white candle, sage your spaces. Do that ritual where you release and you let go. And then set your goals. After you release, you let go, and you cleanse and everything, sit down, light your candle, relax, drink a tea, and like write down your affirmations or, you know.
I love how like ritualistic you are.
Yeah.
Because I'll just lay in bed.
Yeah. yeah. Yeah.
Reading about it.
Exactly. Looking at TikTok.
Before I used to be like all about the crystals, all about the, you know, like material stuff needed to make shit happen.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like you too. Like, do I really need to do the, you know, if I want to travel more, I mean, we used to do those rituals back then. You
The
get
suitcase,
the maleta,
yeah.
dude, like you get your suitcase and you come in and out the house. Like,
What?
I don't know.
I've never heard
Yeah,
of
dude, like
You've
so
never
many
heard of
times,
that?
so you can
Never.
attract,
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to travel less.
I am trying to travel less.
I'm trying to stay home.
I told myself I was going to travel less.
Yeah. To me, I think next year is going to be a lot of traveling. I want to travel a lot. That's like my 2025 goals.
Good.
Travel more. But another ritual, the underwear, red underwear.
Oh, red
if
underwear.
you want love. Yellow underwear if you want
On
abundance.
what day? On what day?
The 31st, right?
All night? Like you have to wear the same
So you
underwear?
could,
Yeah, like,
so you
yes.
can wake up.
No, te bañas también.
Just for the audience, you wear the same underwear all day.
Yeah.
The next day.
But we have to wait till midnight.
Yeah,
and
on midnight,
keep
that's
our underwear.
No, like you wear it on the 31st until the 1st, right? Like what? Like you shower on the 31st, you put your colored underwear, and then you know you party that night.
Okay.
You
Finish
wake
your
up with
colors.
the underwear, and then you shower again.
Finish your
Okay.
colors. Yellow for abundance, and then?
Yellow for abundance,
Okay.
green for money, yellow abundance, overall abundance, and red for passion, love, marriage, all of that good stuff.
I'm going to do green and yellow.
Yeah, you can. Let's
Can
do
you
it.
mix match?
You can mix match. Yes.
I'm wearing 2 pairs. And they're going to be the ones with like the butt.
Booty short thong.
Yeah.
and like-
And that's going to be for a BBL. Just kidding.
Wow, no.
Throw it in
yes.
there. Throw it in there.
I think besides that, I don't remember other rituals we do. But look for your wealth corner at home. That we can post this on.
What is your
on
wealth
the,
corner?
So the wealth corner is the northeast corner from your doorway. So for example,
Figuring out
here,
north first.
so for I can tell you guys, I can show you guys so you guys can do it if you guys want to do it, of course.
Yes.
But like for example, here at OG, it would be this corner right here. So this corner or the last corner over there, this is like your wealth corner. So you always want to have like a neat, organized space, a tree, so it can attract like abundance, makes things grow, a little fountain. And then they sell on Amazon.
You're gonna come next time. There's
I
gonna
know,
be
I'll
like
help
a
you.
forest.
I'll show you guys.
Over here, water.
Yeah, no, I know, right? Like, Magda, what are you doing with all this spa and stuff? But other than that, just have that corner organized and like clean your
Okay.
spaces, get rid of all the old stuff. Remember, the more you accumulate old things, the less new things come into your life because you're like stuck and stagnant with the old. So you clear the old stuff, more new things come into your life, you know, so.
I just all these rituals stress me out.
Just stick
Like
to
all
what works for
like,
you.
oh my god, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
it's too much. You know what
Yeah,
I
imagine
mean?
a 12 with the freaking suitcase in it. Going around like,
That's
did I wear the underwear right? Yeah.
It's a lot of stress for me. So
Yeah.
like to me, energy is everything.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
yes.
Mindset and energy.
State of mind. Your state of
Right,
mind.
yes.
Mind over matter.
Yes.
That's what I
another
say.
thing.
Mind over matter. Always.
It doesn't matter if Mercury is retrograding and you
Yeah,
know, like
yeah,
none
yeah.
of that matters because your mind is way more powerful than anything and any
Yeah.
other ritual out there. So yeah, I completely agree with you.
It's just fun to talk
But
about
it's
them.
fun. It's fun too.
It's fun
Get your
to do
suitcase.
and
Yeah.
think about
For
and
those
talk
that
about.
want to,
Yeah.
or you know
And
what I mean.
And
Yeah.
it can like doing those actions
It's a
actually helps
placebo,
people.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like okay, I did the ritual. It's gonna freaking work out, you know?
Yeah.
Or rather than fuck, I didn't do anything. I don't know. This year's gonna go.
And that's why we do the vision board.
But I
just
like
to
exactly.
to
I like the
remember
vision
happiness.
more to yes, and to know what it is that you're working for. You know,
And-
to have direction in your life. Like to me, having direction in your life is like you have to because otherwise, how does God, the universe, whatever it is that you believe to, guide you into whatever it is that you want if you don't even know what you want?
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
So you gotta know what it
That's
is
a
that
big
you
thing.
want.
If you don't know what you want, how
How-
do you expect to get anywhere?
How can anyone help you? How can you ask for help? Like,
Yeah.
what am I gonna help you with? I don't even know.
I'm
you
good
know?
at I'm good at asking for help.
Me
I get a
too.
cleaning lady.
a
Thank you,
cleaning
Andrea.
lady.
You picked up my clothes right now that I forgot.
Nanny.
Like
I'm very good. Like
Yeah.
when y'all
Now.
are talking about like not accepting help, I'm very good at accepting
now,
help.
but it's only been like the past 8 years.
Yeah.
Before it was me do it all, and
Dude,
then
it's like the past year.
now I'm just like, no, I need to have my time,
Yeah.
my downtime. So that's why I leave on the weekends because that means I'm not going to stay here putting up a new rug or fixing a cabinet. And now I'm over there doing nothing,
Disconnecting.
disconnecting,
Getting in the receiving mode.
putting
Because
together
you
a
are
TikTok.
going to have hard times. Like last week was a rough week for me because my stuff with parents and family, and I'm taking care
Yeah.
of them, taking care of my kid. You know what I mean? I'm sandwiched in between
Yeah.
that thing, and so then I have all these other projects, and I'm like, boy, I took on way too much. I need to stop somewhere.
Yeah.
And you just have to remind yourself, okay, if I'm beginning to feel stressed, because I like to be, I procrastinate. Well, I don't procrastinate. I like a lot of projects because I'm a very busy. I like that energy, right? I get a lot of stuff done, and I like that energy. But I don't like to be stressed in that energy. And so when I feel I'm stressed in that energy, I remind myself, okay, I've taken way too much on. I need to pull back from a couple things and
Yes.
shift.
That's why I haven't put up the Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, do
And
I
don't
really
pressure
need to?
yourself. Yeah.
Do I?
And there's no
usually,
pressure to do
I
it.
need. By mid-November, my trees were up. I had different little setups. I was out buying more Christmas stuff. I have not bought one Christmas
Good.
item
You'll
this
do
year.
it when it has your time.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't happen, big deal. Like
got
it's no
next
big
year.
deal.
Exactly.
You know what I
We
mean?
got next year.
Matt Royal
Yeah.
is really good at it. Oh
There's
my
so
God.
much
Yes.
pressure because people start posting their beautiful trees and their house beautifully decorated, and you're like, oh, my house is not like that. You know what I mean?
Well,
But-
my house does have the tree. I haven't put the ornaments up,
Oh,
but
so
the
your
trees
house
up.
does have the tree.
Yes. OG doesn't.
Oh.
OG has 20 trees, right?
My house doesn't have
But-
anything.
My house
Like, I don't
never has
decorate at
anything.
all.
I don't do any decorations.
no.
I don't
And
do
you never
anything.
decorate for Christmas?
No, or Thanksgiving,
I don't
or
decorate at all.
Halloween, like nothing at all. Yeah.
Well, I used to for the kids. I used to make a big deal out of everything.
Yeah, my mom used to for us, but I mean, we
Yeah.
don't
This
have
year,
kids,
my
so.
kids are older.
Yeah.
My son's not coming down for the holidays.
Aw.
I have to go decorate mom's house, and this is the first year that I don't have to take care of
There's
like
no more
Dude,
pressure.
and like you say, the stress,
Yeah,
like
there's
putting
no more
out
taking
Thanksgiving,
care.
like Halloween stuff, bringing that down, then Thanksgiving stuff, taking that down, then Christmas stuff, taking that down. Like, no, like,
That's
so
a
much
lot
more
of
There's there's some women that may, or
My mom-
husband and
my
wife
mom
or
does
whatever,
that.
enjoy
Yeah.
it. They,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
good for them. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
it's whatever works for you as long as you're not so stressed
Yeah.
to get it done.
And I don't do any of it. I
think
hire
I'm like a little
people
Grinch around
to do it.
the holidays
Yeah.
too.
whatever suits you or fits,
Yeah.
fits your
the tree,
world.
I didn't do it. The garland, I didn't like none of the decoration. I like to have them up because
Yeah.
it makes me happy, but I'm not going to sit there and do it. That's too
Yeah.
much work. You know, that's too much work. I'm very big on delegating.
I've seen you do it once, and you did a really good job, and I was actually really surprised.
Thanks.
Yeah, this was many years ago.
I was say, how long ago?
Yeah, I saw her. So she is capable
Capable.
of doing it. She just decides not to because I was very impressed. I'm like,
Aw,
did this.
Thank you. Yeah, because that doesn't come natural to me. Like for whatever reason, interior decor, like I really have to try at it. And like it just doesn't like it comes natural for you, like you love it, right?
and I'm
just
like
hired
used to be
Rowan.
OCD about it. My plates had to match this. Remember how crazy I was?
Yes.
And now
You're like,
the ornaments are not even
glad.
up.
I'm glad.
Yes,
I'm happy for
it's the first
you.
year that I could say that I don't feel pressured doing anything.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good for you.
peace.
Well,
peace,
for some
peace is in.
For some people, they need that like goal setting, that vision board, those goals written down, and then for others, like maybe for you or for me or probably all of us, we actually probably should be doing less because it affects your health and you're
does,
trying to
yeah.
do too much. It's just so many difference in personalities. So do what works for you. That's
Do what
always
works
the
for you.
advice.
Always do what
that-
works for you.
Always do what works for you.
No
and don't
judgment.
and don't see, you know, what you see on social media, the perfect houses, the perfect decorations, the perfect vision boards. Like I've never done a vision board, and then like sometimes I'm like, oh my god, I'm not doing a vision board. Like what am I doing in
Yeah.
my life?
Yeah.
You know, so
You have a class once a year, right, for the vision board?
Yeah, but I don't think I'm doing anything this year. But
There you go.
But we're
We're
doing,
doing it through
yeah.
Intently Be. We're going to have
We're
a
gonna
vision
have
board
one,
day.
so
I'll
we'll add you to
share
the
it with you
group,
guys.
yeah.
If you guys want to come, you can come. It's going to be on a Friday.
It's gonna be on a
Cool.
Friday.
Yeah.
y'all and all your we have this project, and then y'all have your side projects, and then Magda and I have our side project. Like guys, we do too much.
Our
This
mind's
is gonna be a
always
fun
going.
night,
Yeah.
a girls' night.
Girls'
That's,
night.
that's how we see it.
Yeah,
It's going to be
girls'
a fun
night.
girls'
That's
night.
it's a great thing.
With
it's
alcohol?
A great thing.
With alcohol, yeah.
Oh, nice.
yeah.
It's a great thing.
Better visions.
Better vision, yes. I think I have better vision when I have a few drinks.
Yeah.
I like going and having a few drinks, and then I get a little creative. And I'm like, hell yeah. And then I wake up hungover. So I have to write it down.
But isn't that how we
Then I wake up
started
hangover.
this? Isn't that how we
Started
started
this over a
this?
few
Yeah.
drinks.
Yes.
When?
With
Yes.
a few little
What day?
drinks.
December 5th.
December 5th.
December 5th.
Last year.
Last year.
Last year.
Wow.
December
We
5th,
talked about it.
2023.
Well, let's talk about it in the next episode,
Okay,
and
next
let's
episode.
discuss our ideas for our celebrating our 1 year anniversary.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.